Hey there guys, so today I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to sew napkins. So this is what it looks like. It's quite big, it's roughly 45 centimeters by 45 centimeters. And on one side I've picked this very vintage looking cream and blue checked, and on the other side you could do it double layered, but it's just cream on the other side, and we're going to be doing a double fold. And for this you'll need 1.5 meters of your chosen fabric, scissors, a cutting mat, iron, sewing machine with a matching thread that matches the fabric, and I think that's it. So let's get on into the video.
Measuring 47 centimeters from just inside the selvage there. 47 centimeters will allow 2 1 centimeter hems and have a 45 centimeter width serviette. So there is 47. I'm going to put a little snip just there. And then it's so easy when it's checked material to cut along the grain of the fabric.
Now that I've marked 47 centimeters from the selvage, I'm going to cut along that line. I've got checked fabric, so it's easy for me to do this, but if you don't, then you can use tailor's chalk or something to mark the straight line on your fabric. Now I have finished cutting out to make my fabric into a 47 by 47 centimeter square. I am going to use iron and pins to mark on the double seam, so we'll fold it once, then twice. Use as many pins as you need to secure this.
I'm turning up 2 squares on the second fold. I did 1 square on the first fold on the for the raw edge, okay, and 2 squares for the second one. And then just look back and just see by eye. No need to measure. When it's gingham, the beauty of using gingham, obviously it would be more difficult with polka dot fabric, so I would always recommend using checks. When you turn the hem over at the corners, sometimes you can see the raw edges poke out. I would always poke them back in. You could use a pin or a needle for that. But when you fold it, just make sure that there are no raw edges sticking out, and then there won't be any problems.
Since I found it a bit hard using only 1 pin to hold the seams, I decided to put 3 pins each side, and at the corners I put in a pin that was diagonal to hold the corner down. When you go over the corner, don't forget to use the turn wheel, because it'll make it a lot easier since you're going over double the thickness. So the next thing you need to do is prepare your sewing machine. So I'm at the moment threading up a bobbin, and I'm using a cream thread to match my fabric. And just follow the lines, the arrows on your sewing machine, and it will show you how to do it. And I'm using a brother just because I think it's a really good make. And yeah, so let's start getting the bobbin ready. So now that we've ironed over the seams of our napkins, we now need to get the tension ready on the sewing machine. So by folding your fabric into 3 pieces, we are mimicking the 3 layers on the seams of the napkin. Now I'm just using a bit of scrap fabric that is left over from cutting out from the big piece, and I've folded into 3 like I just said, and I'm just going to sew and fiddle about with the tension to see which is the best. When you've got the tension to your liking, you can then start sewing. I've decided on having the tension at a 4, and when you're going into the corners, use the hand wheel since it'll be very thick. and you don't want to get your thread caught up. Also, be really organised with all the tools you're using. I'm using the baking tray, which I showed a tutorial on how to make in a previous video, to organise all my items, and having the bin by your feet is a really good way of disposing the thread instead of it getting in the way. Then all you need to do is just sew in a straight line. Also, use pegs and pins to keep in place. So now you have your very own napkin. Now I've made 6, so it's a set, so you get 6 out of 1.5 meters of fabric. But if you want, then you could just do them different fabrics but with the same colour, so they match in a set. And I think these are great for just to make for yourself or even as presents, because they're quite cheap and very easy to do. So I really like how these turned out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for any videos you'd like to see me do, then just write that in the comments below. Thank you. Bye.